We're partners in another Keller Williams franchise together. I think she's a close personal friend of mine. I think in her eyes, I'm just an acquaintance. May get promoted one of these days.
You're close.
Right. So Laura is an approved Keller Williams trainer. That means that she's done a lot of awesome trainings and passed a lot of hard tests that I did not pass myself. She was a school teacher for like umpteen years. 11 years. And today she is an agent. She's a mega agent and a team owner out of our Columbia office, Keller Williams Realty Center in Howard County. She's on pace this year to close about 75 units for about $25 million. It's a team of 3 people. Herself, an admin, and a buyer's agent. And I know that she accredits most of her success, okay, because I've had these conversations with her before, to properly marketing to her database. And you all know that we talk about lead generation model here, we talk about the Red Book. The lead generation model is one of the models, one of the cornerstones of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. And the cornerstone of the cornerstone is the sphere of influence. And once you crack the code on this, your cell phones will be worth $1 million. So Laura is here to teach us the proven way to maximize the effectiveness of your sphere of influence so that you never have to pay for a lead in your lives. Okay? Let's give a warm round of applause for Laura.
So, first of all, I'm so honored whenever I do a training, especially outside of my market center, and I have people in the seats. I'm just extremely honored and blessed that you took your time out today to be here and to be open to new information. So I really, really appreciate that, and it means the world to me. Please know all of my trainings are extremely interactive. So at any time, if you have a question, if something's not clicking, if you need clarification, please ask me. Please know, I not only was a teacher for 11 years, I was a middle school teacher for 11 years. So if I could handle them, including Will's son, which I taught, then I can handle anything that you throw at me. Okay? So just put that in perspective. We probably did a parent-teacher conference, although neither of us have memory of that. So that's strange, right? So first of all, who has not gotten a packet of information? Okay, great. I want to make sure we get that. Sorry. Here you go. There you go. If you guys can just pass those around and grab one.
And make sure everybody signs in, please.
So when you saw on the board and on your calendar the 33-touch demystified, what did that mean to you? Because to be completely honest, I walked in here today, I was in a little bit of a panic because Will thought it was something completely different than what I was talking about today. So I want to make sure we're kind of all on the same page. What are you thinking that you're going to get out of today? What is your hopes? What are your expectations? You took time out of your business to come here. What are you looking to get out? Yes.
Learn to manage my database and stay in touch with people without actually sending them soft-friendly hi.
Okay, so I did see a couple of hand motions. Can you go in a little bit more detail about what those hand motions are?
Keeping in touch with people, like subliminally, so that you're in their first thought when somebody talks about real estate.
Okay. Okay. Yep.
I come in on about 33 cuts, I don't know nothing.
You don't know anything about it, so you have no foundation.
And now I found you made so many sales of money, I can know also how to take that and teach me exactly so I can duplicate.
So I can do that. That's very easy. Get the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book, read that, and follow that. Okay, I am a very, before I came to Keller Williams, just a really, really side note, I was at a plateau about $4.5 million. When the market was really strong when I got in, I was doing about $12 million, and then when it went down, I went $4.5 million, and I had no idea how to turn that around. I came to Keller Williams because I was promised that there were these things called tool systems and models. And I walked into my team leader at the time, like you're Vlad, and I said, you are supposed to have these tool systems models, show me what they are, hold me accountable, and I want to see that it works. You got 3 months. okay? And I was given the red book and was held accountable to it. And my business went from $4.5 million to $9 million in 3/4 of that year. Okay, and then the following year went up to $12 million. Just by following the model of Keller Williams. You will not find anyone more passionate about following the system, tools, and models than myself, and I firmly believe that. I protect it, okay, I honor it, because it has changed my life and my family's life and my business. So I have to honor it, because it's honored me, right? Okay, so this is the foundational, this 33 touch is the foundational model of the MREA book and of Keller Williams. And I am extremely passionate about this topic, okay? And I'll tell you a little bit in a few minutes why I created this class and how that came about. Is there anything else you're looking to get out of today? Yes?
I'm a little concerned about being able to coordinate all of it. I mean, you've got, you know, a database of X number of people, and you're doing different things with everybody, and they're all in different stages. How do you?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here today. So excited that you're here. This is exactly what this is about today.
How do you coordinate it all?
Yeah, you're going to have crystal clarity on that.
Okay, good.
Okay, another hand? Did I see another hand?
I'm clueless to what the 33 touch is.
Okay,
I'm
good.
the new agent.
Yep, we are going to start from like very, very basic, and we're going to take it high level. Okay, and we're going to do it quick, and we're going to do it in depth. Okay. Was there another hand?
Yeah, okay. My biggest issue is every time I start to go through my database, I don't know who goes on what plan. Like, does a couple, like if it's a couple, do they each get 33 touches, or do they get 33 touches combined?
Yep.
People from old jobs that I haven't spoken to in 3 years, what do I do with them?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
that's probably 80% of my database is in this nebulous category if I'm not sure what to do with them.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not alone. Okay, we'll get you out of that mess. Anything else you're looking to get out of today? So I need to ask you all a favor, okay? For those of you who shared what you wanted to get out of it, and even if you didn't share, if you shared in your head, I need you to hold me accountable to those things. So at the end of the session, if I did not hit on what you were looking to get out of this, I need you to share that with me so I can make sure you get what you're here for, okay? Or at least I can send you in the right direction to get what you need. All right, so I want to start out by telling you why I decided to create this class. I'm actually, one of the other roles that I did not tell you about, I'm also the full-time productivity coach in 2 market centers. So I coach agents from 0 production to capping level. I coach up to about 50 agents at one time, okay? And my coach, who coaches me to be a better coach, okay, shared a conversation she had with Tony DeSello, who's one of our top, or is our top maps coach within Keller Williams. And Tony DeSello actually went around the country about 1.5 years ago and visited a handful of market centers and interviewed thousands of Keller Williams agents. And what he found is that less than 3% of Keller Williams agents are following a true 33 touch. So I just want that to settle on you. This is our foundational model within our company. There is nothing more important than this model to building your business. And less than 3% of our company is actually doing it. It made me want to scream down the street about 33 touch. Okay, I go crazy when I hear things like that, absolutely crazy. And what he also found is out of those 3% of agents that are doing a true 33 touch, 85% of them are doing 10 million in sales or more a year, and 50% of their business are come list me calls. What's a come list me call? You can explain that. What is it?
Come listen to me call.
Come list me calls.
It's someone who thought of you because they see your name all the time and because you stayed in touch with them.
Yeah, and it's not only that they thought of you, it's that they did what?
They trusted
They
you.
picked up the phone and said, I want to sell my home, can you come over tonight and list it? That's your listing presentation. I want to sell my home or I want to buy a home. Can you start working for me today? How many of you would like to have a business of 10 million sales or more, and 50% of your business are homeless meatballs? Or more. Okay, everyone. Okay? It is the best type of call. Hi, how are you? Hi. Good. Do we have any more packets?
Yes.
Okay. Vlad will be 25, so I'm holding him personally responsible.
Sorry.
If we run out, because I need 30, so.
I'll bring it over here.
Okay.
Say, we tried to get everyone to write.
Vlad is going to make some copies, so. Okay, so when I heard that statistic, about the 33 touch and less than 3% of the company who's actually using a
Everybody has one
33
of
touch.
these?
You
Everybody
guys
has one of these?
One more?
No,
Packet?
there's two here.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, we good?
Yep.
Okay. I realized that as a leader and as a coach myself, I didn't have clarity around this for the people that I coach. I knew about it in my own business. I knew what I was doing in my own business. I was one of the 3%. I am one of the 3%. And so I started asking my coaching clients, how many people do you have on a true 33 touch? And what do you think was the first question that they asked me?
What's a 33 touch?
Not only what's a 33 touch, what's a true 33 touch? Okay, and we're going to talk about the difference between a 33 touch and a true 33 touch, okay, in a minute. Once we identified that, I was getting answers like, I have 40 people on a true 33 touch. I have 8 people on a true 33 touch. I have 25 people on a true 33 touch. And here I am as their coach, and I'm looking at their business plan for the year that says they're intending to do 15 transactions this year, and they have 15 people on a true 33 touch. There's a disconnect, right? And I was not surprised after I heard the 3% statistic. They were right in line with that. And so I made it my mission to change that in my market center. And I realized I needed to provide some additional training and coaching around this on how to make it easier, how to put it all together, how to make it flow. Now, all of these, what I'm going to share with you today, are all Keller Williams System Tools and Model. None of these ideas are my original ideas. Okay, this is not something I've created on my own. It's pieces that I've taken from Keller Williams, old instructors, my coaches, other instructors from the model, and put together in one nice, easy package so that you can implement starting tomorrow. Okay, so let's just think about this for 1 minute, okay? Before we get into what a true 33 touch is, what is the value or the reason behind going after business with people that you know?
Easier business.
That you, it's trust factor.
Know you, love you, trust you.
Okay, so they know you, like you, or love you, trust you. Okay? People do not do business with you because how much you know. People do business with you because they know that you care about them and that they can trust you. Okay, my very first client was 24 hours after I got my license. I didn't even have my login to Maris. Okay, because I was actually doing the 33 touch while I was getting my pre-licensing course. Okay, I was highly motivated to stop teaching 11 and 12-year-olds. Okay, I love them, and I was highly motivated to not teach them anymore. Okay, and so I had started. I didn't call it a 33 touch back then. Started telling people, everybody that I knew, that I was in real estate, and had my first buyer. It was the fastest way to me to get business from this. A 33 touch is the fastest way, or working through your database is the fastest way to get business. What does the MREA book say in regards to how many conversations or how many people do you need to have in a 33 touch for how many sales?
1 to 12.
What's that?
Is it 1 to 12?
12 is the right number, 1 is not.
2.
12 to 2. Yeah, right, me too, right? For every 12 people that you have on a true 33 touch will lead to 2 closings.
2 closings a year.
Yeah, 2 closings a year, correct. 2 closings a year. Okay? Now, what about the people you don't know? What's the ratio there?
It's something like 50 to 1.
Here's not something like it, it is 50 to 1, okay? You have to get in a relationship with 50 people to have 1 closing. And not only do you have to have a conversation with 50 people, guess what has to happen for them to hire you? They have to know, like, and trust you. And the way that you do that is by eventually getting them into a 33 touch. So there is an agent that is actually in the market center that Vlad and I are partners in, that very, very successful agent, one of the top agents in the market center. And he is just starting to open himself up to a 33 touch. He's done all his business by expireds and for sale by owners. Okay? And what the point that we started talking about was that every time he talks to expireds, I said, what do you have to do? He goes, I have to build their trust and rapport. And then I have to communicate with them regularly. I'm like, wow, that sounds a lot like a 33 touch. So if you're going to do it anyways, why don't you do it with people that you already have the foundation relationship with? Okay, because how many people love lead generating each and every day? 1 person, okay? 1 person. So you have a choice between talking to 12 people for 2 closings or talking to 50 people for 1 closing. Okay, Vlad?
Can I ask a question? I probably should have choose first.
Yeah.
My apologies, but as you're teaching this class, and I know that you lead generate a lot, what do you think prevents us as real estate professionals from actually talking to people that we know? Why is it easier to call somebody we don't know rather than keep a relationship going with somebody that we do know?
What are your guys' thoughts?
Yeah. Sometimes people close to you don't want to see you succeed, or if you're envious of you. It's a whole lot.
Now, is that reality or is that maybe a story you're putting out there?
I think it's part of both.
Okay.
Reality is.
I think there's stories. To answer your question, Vlad, there are stories that people create around the people that they know. And the stories, oftentimes, the most common stories that I hear are, well, I wouldn't like it if one of my friends asked me for business. Like, so I'm not gonna do that. Like, I don't like mixing business with pleasure. You know, so like when my friend who sells Arbonne wants me to buy skincare, I don't want to do that. So I don't want to make my friends or family do that. So that's one story I hear. Another story that I hear is that they feel like it's all about themselves. Like, this is really selfish of me to ask the people that I know to help me out for business. But it's not about them, it's about me.
I got a friend, he sells cars. And he has probably 6 people living in his house, adults, and 3 of them bought cars from somebody else. I have a real estate agent the same way. And I said it's across the board, but sometimes the people that you live with, friends with, or involved with, won't do business or they try to sabotage.
Yes,
I know you like your trust.
Facts are fact. I know a lot of people.
Well, but can I just question that? Is it truly the facts? Because
I know a lot of people don't do
92% of my business comes from referral database, and we're on track to do 25 million.
Yeah.
So is it 100% true?
It's the same thing with.
I want you to answer that.
I ain't saying 100%.
Right.
But just like when you do business, you want sometimes you want people to rent from you. It's just in there, but you don't let that stop you.
Right.
Don't let it stop you, I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you. There you will always find people that will or will not want to do business with you, with both people you know and with both people you don't know. And you have a choice whether to push through that and find the people that want to work with you, or you can push through, or you can stop and say, well, you know, my best friend didn't buy a home with me, and so working your Mets database doesn't work, so I'm not going to call people I know. That's a choice that you get to make every day.
The way I deal with that is, I ask people, are you rejecting me or are you rejecting opportunity? And then if they actually rejecting, if they don't want to go with it, because I done sold everybody in my family. And the way I ask them to say, if you don't want to take this opportunity, is there something wrong with me personally that you don't want to work with me? Because I feel as though if you're truly my friend and you're a close associate, I can get honest feedback from you. And if I get honest feedback from you, I don't have a fear of going out there attacking someone I don't know.
Thank you for answering.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, for me, my perspective around it is I know with a 0% doubt that I am adding value to the people that I know every single day with every single breath that I am using. Through my actions, through my words, and through my thoughts. And I'm going to show you how to do this. I am adding value to their life, and they know that. The number one comment that I got when I started to work my database and I was asking for help was, Laura, we are so happy that you asked us for something because you always give to other people, and we've always wanted to be able to help you, and we never knew how. And we're so glad we have an opportunity to do that now. Not always in those words. I was shocked. I was like, whoa. Have you ever had one of those friends that always would give, or would always pay for dinners, like they would always steal the check, that never let you pay, like they're always the one paying, no, I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this.
No.
No.
You're like, what do you mean you friends?
If you should have come on my way,
Let's just imagine those friends, okay? I've had some of those friends, and they'll get to the point like, I just want to buy you dinner once, or you a drink once. Because it makes me, the reason they're doing it to me is because it gives them what?
Pleasure.
Pleasure and happiness. What are they denying me? Pleasure and happiness. By not asking your database for help in supporting your business, if you are a true giver, you are denying them the opportunity to give to you. And that's happiness to them. So it's a mindset shift. And we're going to talk about the whole system. Don't worry. We're in kind of like the theory and the mindset around this. We will get to the logistics. Okay. Now, one of the other reasons that this is so important, okay, I like to call it that it's more organic. What does organic mean? What would that mean in this way? Why are referrals more organic through a database touch system, through working with people that you know?
It's a natural event.
Because you already have a connection with them.
Yes, it's a natural event. You already have a connection with them. With people you don't know, you have to, one, not only build their trust and rapport, you have to make them remember your name. Right? Mm-hmm. They have to remember who you are.
What's that?
The people that already know, like, and trust you, remember your name, just organically. And then you have to constantly be reminding them that you're in business and looking for business. And it is a constant thing you have to do. You can never let up. And I will give you a perfect example. I have a text on my phone right now. My husband's ex-wife is in my database. And I sold her home for her. There's very few agents, by the way, that can say that. Just and she texted me over the weekend, Laura, do you want to sell, or I have my investment property in Loch Raven, my townhome in Loch Raven, I'm thinking of selling it. I know you're super busy, so if you don't want to handle the listing, if you can just find me someone that you trust. Hello, have you seen my goals? You constantly have to remind people that you are looking for additional business. This is someone who has a strong relationship with me. Our finances are connected because we co-parent with my husband an 18-year-old. Okay? And she felt that I might not want more business. Whose fault is that? Mine, 100% mine, that I didn't make it crystal clear to her over and over again that I'm looking for more business. I assumed, because we have a strong relationship and I talk to her every week and see her every week through our 18-year-old, and she knows that I'm in the business, that I didn't have to actually call her and use my scripts. Okay, and I do. And that's my fault. Okay, so you can never let up on this. Okay, the great thing is if you have a goal to make 15 contacts, 20 contacts, however many contacts a day, you always have people to call. It's your database. And I know some of you are saying, what do I say to them? I just called them like 2 months ago. What do I say to them now? So I just called them 2 months ago. I can't call them again. Anybody doing that in your head?
A lot of things that happen.
Okay, yeah, a lot of things. We'll go through that. Okay, we'll break it all down. Okay. I went to Coaching Skills Camp. You were at Coaching Skills Camp last week, right? I don't know if Diana shared this with you. But Gary Keller said something so impactful around this. He said his advice to every single agent is to build your database to 5,000 people as quickly as you can and guard it like a guard dog. Build your database to 5,000 people as quickly as you can and guard it as a guard dog. Because this is the one thing that other agents can't take from you. You could be a great agent that excels at a high level for sale by owners. Could another great agent learn those scripts, that system, and implement tomorrow and be a 100% competitor to every single call that you're making? Absolutely. Okay? Database can't take it away from you. You may have overlaps with a few people with somebody at some point. Okay, that's great. They can't take that database away from you. It is the foundation of your business. Now, saying that, I will say, when the market shifted, and I shared that with you, I went from about 12 million to 4.5 million overnight. I was selling about 3 to 4 homes a month, and in 2008, my first 3 months, I had 0 pending for 3 months in a row, and I had 1 potential lead. Overnight. I had been in a coaching program through another company that taught me at a really high level how to work a database. I'm so thankful to them. And their limitation as a coaching company is they didn't also tell me that I did have to talk to people as well that I don't know. A balanced business is combined of talking to people you know and talking to people you don't know. Okay, because when the market shifted, my database of 267 people, I know exactly the number, was giving me 12 million of referrals a year. And then the market shifted, and that same population could only give me 4.5 million. Okay, and I had no idea or skills or methods on how to find people outside of my database. When the market shifts, when you have high-level skills of talking to people you don't know, you can always go heavy on that to supplement your database. You still don't do it in your database, you still work them. You can only squeeze so much out of a certain amount of people, though. It's 12 to 2. That's the ratio. You can't squeeze any more out of 12 to 2. Okay, so you have to, a balanced business is talking to both. Now, we're not talking about the non-Mets today. I just want to make it crystal clear, though. Make sure you build your business with both groups of people. Yes?
What would you, if you do open houses, for example, and you meet people there, and you follow up with phone call, and you're trying to build a relationship, but you know they may or may not get the call, etc. Do you consider them a Met or a non-Met?
We're going to talk about that. We'll
Okay.
talk about that. So if you can hold on to that, we'll
Okay.
get that section. Okay. All right. So let's just see where you're at. What is a true 33 touch? Who can tell me what a true 33 touch is? What makes up it? And if you don't know all the pieces, what's one piece of a true 33 touch? Yeah.
Phone call.
Okay. About how many a year? What does the model say? 4 to 6. Okay. So you should be writing this down under what is a true 33 touch. 4 to 6 phone calls a year. What else is a true 33 touch made up of?
Email.
Emails? About how many emails did the model say? 12 to 14. Yep, Carol. I'm gonna use the pad, but I can't promise that I'm gonna be an expert. Will's like, I'm like, you go whiteboard. He goes, hang on, this thing on this computer. All right, so we have 4 to 6 calls. We have 12 to 14 emails. What else? There's 2 other pieces to a true 33 touch.
Face to face.
Okay, hold on. Thank you notes, which are direct mail. So how many direct mail pieces? It's a little bit higher. It's actually 12 to 14 as well.
Personal pieces or like group pieces?
What's that?
Is that personal, like group pieces, or is that 12 to 14, including mass mailings?
The content, you want to have heavy on personal to your Mets database because you know them personally, okay? Can you throw in there pieces around a listing and that kind of thing? Yes, you just don't want it to be only that, okay? Great question, by the way. One other piece, I heard it over here.
Face-to-face meeting.
Yeah, so what can you do to create a face-to-face meeting that's very systematic and you get the most bang for your buck?
Popeyes?
Okay. Yeah, okay, Popeyes are very, they are systematic. Can you hit a lot of people at once with Popeyes?
What is a Popeye?
Okay, a Popeye is, yeah, thank you. So can I just give you a really side, let me explain what a Popeye is and I'm going to tell you a really funny story. It's my favorite real estate story around. A Popeye is when you get some sort of nominal gift, okay, like so you go to the dollar store and right before winter you get dollar ice scrapers. And you put a little tagline on is something like, you know, don't let the real estate market, you know, freeze out your dreams. Let Laura Strunk help you, you know, whatever. You know, you make a cute little tagline. You go to their home, you stop by. If they're home, oh hi, this is Laura Strunk. You know, it's hi, how are you? Here's a little gift. I wanted to stop by just as an appreciation for always thinking of you and referring business. You know, if they're not home, you just leave it on their front porch. Okay, it's called a Popeye. Okay, I love Popeyes, and I used to do it at a high level. And there's a ceiling, correct, for you to do it personally. There's only so many hours in the day that you can